Hey guys, welcome back. So, the usual. Here's my skin right now. A little before, nothing too crazy. And I'm going straight in with my Elmer's glue and a spoolie. And I'm just going to brush all the product up. And once I get all the product throughout all the hairs, I'm just going to start pressing against my skin like so. And then once I get that in a shape that I like it, I'm going to just take my spoolie across the top and make that final shape. And you always want to make sure you clean up around your eyebrow afterwards so you don't get all that patchiness underneath your foundation. Next, I'm going to go in with my P. Louise base like usual with a little sponge. And then today I'm using my Me, Myself, and Mitchell palette as well as my Head in the Clouds palette made by Mitchell and the Feet on the Ground palette also from Made by Mitchell. And then you just want to blend out your primer or concealer, whatever you're using. This is that P. Louise base. And then once I'm done working this all the way across my lid, even past where I'm working in that area, I'm just going to go straight in while it's wet with my eyeshadow to create the shape that I want. And now using a fluffier brush, I'm just going to buff out all of the edges. Now I'm going to go directly on top with this orange kind of brown, and I'm just going to use that first shade as more of like a depth type of thing. Not exactly going to show that shade until we deepen it up again, but I'm just going to basically bring this across my entire lid and on the wing. And then before I start deepening it up again, I'm just going to go ahead and mute that concealer or primer underneath my eyebrow. And then I'll start going in after with more of a chocolate brown. And then after this shade, I'll go in with the darkest brown, which is going to bring my depth and then all of those transition shades. Next, I like to go in with some Vaseline and Q-tips and just clean up that area where I'm going to be cutting my crease. And then once you're done with that, you can go ahead and start cutting your crease. I like to just have a bunch of product on the end built up and then drag it across the top. It makes it super quick and easy for me. And then because we use a lot of product to make sure that cut crease is super straight, you just want to wipe your brush off and pat it dry. And then after I set my eye, I'm just going in with this small brush and I'm going in with a light brown, but not too dark. And I'm just going to make little dot like figures so I can make that cheetah print that's on the left side. And now I'm going to go in with my NYX Epic ink liner and finish the cheetah print and basically add just little dots kind of in like half circle like shapes to just make it look like cheetah print. I don't really know how to explain it, but you can kind of see that I'm not really drawing it on. I kind of like dot it. Fun fact, before I was obsessed with makeup, I was obsessed with doing my nails, and that's actually how I learned to draw the actual cheetah print, because I would actually give myself some cheetah print nails here and there. So you never know when you're going to use something twice. I'm going to go in with my Cover FX gripping primer and my infamous L'Oreal Infallible foundation in the shade 455. I'm just going to apply it everywhere. You know the drill by now. And now for the liquid contour, I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Stick Foundation in the shade Sienna. And I'm just going to go ahead and contour my nose, chin, and cheek area. And I'm just going to start blending out with my nose just so we can get the least amount of product on my nose. And then I'm going to go from there to my chin and then my cheeks. And now we're going to go in with our e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm. And we're just going to apply it directly underneath our eye and just blend the front of the face for the most part. And then once we're done with that, we're going to just drag it upwards towards our hairline just so we can get that lifted effect. Also keep in mind I always have my powder ready for as soon as I'm done blending it out to just apply it directly after. And then I do make sure to just press in the first layer all the way. Instead of letting it sit on top of the skin, I like to just do the first layer all the way pressed and then the second layer to sit on the top of my skin. Now for the powder contour, we use the NYX contour palette, and we're just going to go ahead and start with our contouring of our nose. We're basically going to get all this loose powder off so the pigment stays. But you want to highlight the tip of your nose like so, and then you also want to highlight the bridge of your nose. And then once you're done highlighting those two areas, you just dip into the contour shades from that palette and contour the sides of your nose and the tip of your nose. Sometimes I like to contour on top of my nose, but it's optional. And then I also go in with some loose powder and bake the top as well as the sides of my nose too. And then using that NYX contour palette, I'm just going to go ahead and contour my eye area and just basically blend it into my eyeshadow, and then as well as my cheek area. And now I'm going to go in with my Note Cosmetics blush in the shade Desert Rose, and I'm basically going to do it on the apples of my cheeks, and then sometimes I do like to bring it more close in towards my nose from the apples of my cheeks. And then you want to make sure that you brush off all the powder that we added on our face earlier in the process, which is underneath our cheeks and chin area, nose area, lip area, etc. But I like to avoid going underneath my eyes with a brush, and I like to just press the product in using a beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe setting spray. Now after you let the spray set for a little bit, you can go in with some highlight. This is the Ofra X Tutorial highlight in the shade Glazed Donut. I'm just going to highlight my chin, my forehead, and then after I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my nose and my eyebrow bone. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my beauty marks that I covered and some new ones with my LA Girl concealer and an old eyeliner stencil. Now I'm going to go in with the All I Know Beauty lashes in the style Jade. And I'm just going to use my green duo glue to line my lash line like so. And then after I'm done lining my lash line, I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara and let it dry. I wish you guys knew how much time this method has saved me from like doing my lashes, because I literally can do like 2 at a time, just letting the glue dry or whatever, and I'm able to just pop 2 on back to back, no problem. Now I'm going to go in with NYX's new Truffle Lip Liner and MAC Cosmetics Blossom Friend Lipstick. And I added the lip liner, but I did add a little bit of dark brown eyeshadow just to deepen it up a little bit. I didn't have an exact lip liner I was looking for. I'm talking so much, okay, but you get the point. That's about it, guys. I hope you guys liked this. I had to redeem myself from trying cheetah print the other day. It just came out so bad, so I was like, you know what, let me redeem this and put it on the gram. Even better, let me put it on YouTube. But yeah, I hope you guys like this little creative glam. If you guys try it, tag me, I want to see it. But till then, I am so grateful for every single one of you, and I'm so grateful for the support you guys show me. So I will see you guys next week. Bye.